Hello and welcome to another Raggy's beer review. Today a very special beer, and here's the beer itself. So it's from Source House, so a little bit leather, I ain't got a clue what you call these things, label thingy. And there we go, it's a Mocha Imperial Stout, 11%, 3.6 UK units. And there we go, it tells you where it's made, Source House. www.sourcehouse.co.uk, based in Edwalton, NG12 Used to work in that area, to be fair. Left there 3 years ago, and obviously a year on the Park Estate, and then 2 years where I am now. So bottled on the 20th of the 11th, 22. Best before was the 20th of the 11th, 23. There's no way on God's green earth it wasn't ever going to go that far. You know, it's a very special beer. I got this for myself from adventurebeer.uk. It's also on sale. Well, it was at Kimberley Craft Ales, local. You know, this channel always about supporting locals. You know, it's very important to me because I live in Nottingham. Supporting the people around you, you know, is very much my ethos. They've put some wax on this, so this could be very interesting to get off. Oh God, it is interesting. Right. I need a knife. Bloody hell, these. Oh God. Don't do this when you're drunk. I tell you. It could end up rather nasty. So, here we go. I've managed to. Yeah, I've got it. I've done it, lad. It was nice at Robin Hood Beer Festival to meet. There we go. Easy enough in the end. To meet Mr. and Mrs. Sauce House and shake their hands and serve them some beer when I was on the Navigation Brewery bar. So that was a lovely thing. Lovely people. Relatively new. They only started last year, I think. You know, these years, they just mould into one. And obviously, a nano brewery. They're fantastic with hydroponics. As somebody who's really interested, not that I've got the ability to do it, not at my workplace at the moment, but in the future, the ability to grow sustainable vegetables through hydroponics, cheap and easily, using a minuscule amount of water. You know, going forward, it's certainly the way for us to, as a planet, to be. So there we go, the first Imperial Stout from Source House. So thank you. So black pour, tan head on there, mid tan. I won't say it's a dark tan, but it's certainly mid tan, not light tan. Mid tan head. Mocha Imperial Stout. Definitely getting what I would call coffee on the aroma. It was £7.50 for a 330ml bottle, which is not a bad price for the ABV. Bear in mind that you do, unless you put your stuff into supermarkets, you do. The duty is ridiculous on Imperial Stouts. Hence why the price is always a bit up there. So, chocolate, coffee, vanilla, certainly on the aroma straight away. Right, let's sample this. I'm going to drink this. Got one more review to do tonight, a rather big review, and other than that, I'm going to drink some, well, whatever. I'm not going to tell you on camera, but there you go. Cheers all. going into it, quite a nice, powerful woof of the mocha, the coffee element hits you. It was nice for the Castle Rock Brewery and in via the Barley Twist, which is a Castle Rock pub, to host Sauce House this year. Um, I'm hoping to see more locals doing collabs with Castle Rock via the pilot project kit. Personally, um, personally for me, Castle Rock need to um, to use that kit more efficiently and start banging some small batch cans or bottles via that kit. Um, I think it's a great way to build up the craft beer base and maybe invite the certain beer reviewer down there to do a collab. But you can but hope, can't you? You know, um, I'd certainly like it. No one else might, but I'd like it nonetheless. The ABV, you can tell it's a strong, but you can't tell it's 11%. No way. But yeah. Whew. So I love a statement beer for the year. That's a lovely end of year statement beer. As a home brewer, I'm looking to do a statement beer myself. I've got my wedding vows next July, so I'm looking to do a statement beer for my wedding vows. I'm either going to age it in a plastic barrel for probably 6 months, 5 or 6 months, possibly an Imperial Stout, barley wine. A couple of things I've got that on the horizon I want to try and do. Um, Cost of electricity worries me, in the grand scheme of things, but I do want to do it. Certainly for do want to invite people from the local beer community, brewery community down. See who can get. Some people won't get. Some people won't want to come, but it is what it is in that side of things. But I'm definitely having a Raggy's Beer Festival over at my wedding vows. It should be a good night. Lots of local beers. Going to try and source beer from a lot of the local breweries um, to drink in a mini keg, whether or a bag in box. So whether I go out and buy a load of blank bag in boxes or blank mini kegs, and for those who don't normally do it and put it into them, I'm not sure. It's something I'll have to discuss. The time's coming. We booked it quite a while ago now, and it's probably about this time last year when we booked it, and it's flying by. It's amazing how time just evaporates, and yeah. So yeah, looking forward to that. This is tasting absolutely lovely. Wanting to let the air get to it, to experience the beer. One thing we must always recognise, and I know that a lot of people who watch beer reviews, a lot of beer reviews are 3 and 4 minutes long. It's up to the beer reviewer in question, But you don't drink a beer in 3 or 4 minutes in the pub unless you're necking it, and one pub to the next pub to the next pub. So to enjoy beer, you're looking at 15 or 20 minutes. Hence why a lot of my beer reviews are longer than other people. So I'll go down Tangent Avenue. Yeah, Raggy's Tangent Avenue. And talk about stuff. Sometimes a lot of rubbish, but it is what it is. But personality is king. You go to a pub, you start chatting to people, and you get somebody who's got a good personality. You'll feel at home. You'll jump into their world for however long you're there, and you'll walk away, you'll shake hands, and have a great time in that pub. And that's where beer just envelopes. Um, it's just an amazing thing, and to drink good beer. Oh. So yeah, obviously been watching Sauce House since they first broke on the scene. I think was it April or May last year, this year rather. Sure it was this year. Um, I'm sure it was this year. I remember being outside, but whether it was 2021, I'm not 100% sure now because um, the years fly by, don't they? You know. Um, so Source House is a nano brewery based in Nottinghamshire, in the what we would call the Rushcliffe area of Nottinghamshire. Ed Walton is a part of the Rushcliffe area. Um, Lovely people, shook their hands and that, and it was lovely to see, you know. And I review beers for myself. I don't review beers to gain anything or points or anything like that. I do it to myself for myself. Obviously, in COVID, noticed that the locals were getting absolutely battered, and it worried me that we were going to lose breweries. So my focus jumped to at least probably 30 to 40% of my beer reviews are actually aimed at locals. So in the grand scheme of things, probably I've not done as well on my channel as probably others have done. But does it really matter? No, it doesn't. No, no. Hopefully, people will find the channel and find these local beers and local companies and think, wow, because Nottingham, the craft beer pubs in Nottingham and the scene, I think, is the best in the UK. We've literally got some of the best breweries out there. All are based in and around Nottingham. Pubs that are chucking out beer that's absolutely stupendous. Plus, we're dragging in beers from the wider world. You know, obviously the likes of Manchester, Bristol, and so on, and Leeds. And so we got their beers coming into Nottingham, but we're enhancing that with our own beers from our own breweries, which are absolute statement beers. You know, coming to Nottingham, it is with the tap rooms we've got. So, you know, you've got Chant Navigation, which is Navigation Brewery's tap bar, basically. You've got the Magpie Brewery tap room. You've got Castle Rock's Vat and Fiddle, which is their tap bar. You've got Brewdog Nottingham, you know, whatever you think about Brewdog, they do some good beers. Neon Raptor. We've got Liquid Light tap rooms, Black Iris tap room, Totally Brewed tap room based in Beeston, and then the amount of pubs. I've done a video of it. You know, if you look back at my videos, you'll see a guide to Nottingham's, and I got quite a lot of views off that, to be fair. And you know, I'm not just saying it because I live in Nottingham. You know, we've got a multitude of riches, which will only get better in the future. The future's interesting for this area of the world. There may be another brewery that come to Nottingham, so we'll see how that goes. I know they're looking, but it's got to be the right. I mean, obviously, money is an aspect, but I know they're looking, and I think with the right help from the right people who've got a few pennies to spare, it could really bump Nottingham. And Mr. Raggy will, as always, be sowing seeds and, you know, with the right people. But so on. And here we go. So, yeah, it's tasting absolutely superlative. Lives up to its name, Mocha Imperial Stout. Certainly delivers on that front. 11%. It comes across as about a 9 or 8% to me. That's probably until I sit down and it hits me. It's Boxing Day. I've had a good Christmas. Finally, things are starting to come right again. You know, miss our dog, but yeah, needs must on that side of things. So, really delivered from Source House. I will get their name out. Yeah, there we go. Mocha Imperial Stout. Apologies, you know, you get emotional this time of the year. Um, I think we all, you know, we all have lost ones, and it certainly gets you, you know, just thinking about them, having a beer, and it gets the tears rolling. And yeah, I'm super emotional anyway. You know, you'll have noticed that on Raggy's beer reviews across the last 4 years. You know, quite the emotional character. And but anyway, really enjoyed this. A lovely statement beer from Source House. Love to see where these guys are going. Hopefully, the other breweries around Nottingham will get off their backside and do some collabs with these guys. You know, um, I wish you better luck than I've had, but yeah, it's tasting good. It's looking good. Still got a nice, still retaining its head, still retaining that aroma. So all the way down to the bottom of the, you know, the bottom of the bottle, retaining it. It's looking good. It's tasting good. For me, a good 4.55 out of 5 for me. And lovely Mocha Imperial Stout. Massive thank you to Source House for this. Massive thanks to Adventure Beer for stocking it. You know, all breweries need somewhere to offload their beers. And yeah, also massive thanks to my son for buying it me for Christmas. As always, thank you for watching, commenting, liking, subscribing if you haven't already. And we'll see you soon. Cheers on.